Simple little equations. The objective of this video is to solve an equation for a given variable. So first we want to recall how to solve an equation. So let's remember lesson 7. If we want to isolate the variable x, first we want to isolate the variable group by getting rid of 4. Because 4 is being divided, the opposite would be to multiply. So 4 times 12 is 48. This 4 and the other 4 cancel out, so then I am left with 3x. So now I want to isolate my variable by dividing by 3. So 48 divided by 3 is equal to 16. And now x is by itself. Now for a littler equation, we still want to follow the same algebraic steps, but we're going to end up with an equation as our answer. So we're basically just rewriting this equation so that x is isolated. So we would do the same steps. We would still multiply by 4. However, for u just stays as for u. And when I divide by 3, I can't actually take for u and divide by 3. So x is equal to 4u over 3. So again, I want to think of this as terms of just a regular equation. So if u was just the number 8, we would have to isolate our variable group by getting rid of the 2 first, and then dividing by 3. So x is equal to 2. So same idea, we are going to subtract 2 from both sides. However, u minus 2 can't actually give us a number answer, so we just write u minus 2. 3x stays, so now we are going to divide by 2. Again, we can't actually do that division, so our final answer is just u minus 2 over 3. We should end up with an equation as our answer. So we want to solve for a. I know this because the problem is telling me for a. So variable group has to be isolated first. So we're going to get rid of 3 by doing opposite. G minus 3, we just write that as is, minus 2a. And now we divide by negative 2 to isolate the variable. Once the variable that we wanted is by itself, we finish the problem. So one more. Notice that in this case we have 3 different variables, but we only want to solve for x. So I'm going to get 6x by itself first by getting rid of the 2 and the 2y. I really don't care what's happening on this side because it's not on the variable that we want side. So I want to get rid of the 2, so minus 2. I want to get rid of the 2y, so plus 2y. So when we simplify, we are left with z minus 2 plus 2y equals 6x. Then we have to divide by 6 to get x by itself. So my final answer is z minus 2 plus 2y over 6. Now you try, solve the equation for the indicated variable. Pause your video, try and do this problem, and then press play to see if your answer is correct. Pause your video now. Okay, so we want to isolate the variable a, so 3a has to stay, and we're going to get rid of the 1, so we're going to do minus 1 on both sides. So g minus 1, 3a stays, so then we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. So A is equal to G minus 1 over 3.